Okay, good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. This is our weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina for this upcoming week. My name is Gail Hartfield. I'm senior forecaster here at the National Weather Service in Raleigh. I am joined by Adam Weiner, who is our research student here for the summer, and he's doing some research on tornado climatologies and weather patterns, so really interesting stuff. So we are happy to have him here this week, this summer, and is joining us this week for this briefing. Okay, I'm going to guess that people are probably a little sick of this oppressive heat at this point. We do have one last day of hot weather here, and I am going to pass this off to Adam, and he's going to tell you all about our one last hot day.
All right, thank you, Gail. Good morning, everyone. So today is we're again expecting some heat across the region with heat advisories in effect. However, this will not be as hot as the last couple of days. So still, you got to watch out for heat-related safety, such as staying out of the heat, staying in the shade, drinking lots of water. In any case, the heat is expected to last just for today, and then we're going to be having some relief Tuesday with cooler weather for the rest of the week. But as a result, we just have heat advisories in effect for the eastern half of the region for today. And subsequently, with heat advisories in effect, we can expect heat indices in the low 100s across much of the region, especially in the heat advisory area, with more in the way of mid to upper 90s across the western half, west of mainly of Durham to Southern Pines. So now let's talk about some heat-related safety. So, I mean, as this has probably been covered multiple times, and as you've seen in infographics, this is just reminders that certainly when there's excessive heat going on, make sure to drink plenty of water, stay in the shade as best you can, or take frequent breaks in the shade or in air-conditioned environments. Urban heat islands such as Raleigh and Durham and other big cities can certainly enhance the how hot it feels compared to the outlying areas. And subsequently, again, you got to make sure you take those heat precautions seriously, especially in the cities. In addition, you can check on friends, family, and neighbors during heat waves in case of issues with air conditioning. If you're outdoors, wear lightweight, loose-fitting clothing. Drink plenty of water. If you are exercising, try to reserve exercise for the early morning or late evening when it's cooler outside and out of the sun. And in addition, we want to be careful about the pets and children.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Heat is often referred to as this extreme heat that we're in right now is often called the silent killer because it kind of creeps upon you, and we a lot of times do continue to see people going to the emergency room with heat illnesses, heat stroke. It kind of comes upon you suddenly, and there are a lot of people who think they can handle the heat and they're fine. Mm-hmm. They're out working outdoors, and turns out they can't because the body can only do so much to cool itself. And once that process starts failing, heat illnesses can happen really quickly.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, it's very important to take note and remember what the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion, heat stroke are. And if you do happen to see someone having symptoms of heat stroke, to call 911. It's an emergency, indeed.
Yeah, and this latest heat spell looks like it's going to be on the way out on Tuesday, but probably not our last round of hot weather this summer. We're still in the heart of summertime, so it's important to keep these rules in the back of your mind, and we want to keep people safe.
So now moving on to this week's weather pattern. As we've been saying, there's only one more day of oppressive heat and humidity today, with some notable relief coming in the form of a strong cold front tomorrow. So talking about tomorrow, we have a strong cold front coming in, which will bring fairly widespread showers and thunderstorms across the region, and subsequently cooler temperatures will arrive behind that front for the latter half of the work week. Indeed, with high pressure building in from the northwest, we can expect temperatures to decrease on the order of 10 to 20 degrees, with highs mainly in the 80s expected on Wednesday and later on in the week. Temperatures will gradually rise. However, they will definitely be much cooler than what we've been seeing for the last 1 to 2 weeks. In addition, to cover the storms on Tuesday, some of them could be strong to severe, although we're not expecting widespread severe weather. And subsequently, we're looking at the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather outlook. We can see that there is a marginal risk for severe weather across the northwestern half of the region today. those storms should mainly be coming in later in the afternoon or evening time frame, with severe weather possible on Tuesday, mainly in the southeastern half as that cold front starts to push in and through the region. With the front through the area on Wednesday, thunderstorm chances are mainly kept to the southeastern and eastern portions of North Carolina, with most of central and western North Carolina out of any thunderstorm risk, but mainly just dry, mostly sunny weather expected. Taking a look at the accumulated precipitation forecasts, which, keep in mind, these are area average precipitation amounts. Of course, anyone who ends up under heavy thunderstorms can see heavier amounts, and while other people may see lesser amounts. However, with the strong cold front coming in on Tuesday, we can expect fairly widespread precipitation across the region in the form of showers and thunderstorms. Today, mainly across the northwestern areas, we're expecting more in the way of good coverage of showers and storms with lesser amounts towards the south and east. On Tuesday, as I said, widespread showers and storms are expected with fairly heavy amounts, actually, between about a half inch to potentially around 1.75 to 2 inches, actually, in the far eastern areas. On Wednesday, leftover precipitation will be moving out early on, with minimal amounts expected across the east, and then dry weather is expected to continue through Thursday and into the weekend. So that'll be some pleasant, relatively cooler weather to look forward to for the latter half of the week and into the weekend.
Yeah, that return to near normal. We haven't seen normal temperatures in quite some time. We took a little look at some statistics, and the entire month of July has been temperatures at 90 or better at Fayetteville and Raleigh, Durham, all but one day, July 9th. And maybe you remember it. It was a relatively cool day. Temperatures did not hit 90 that day at those locations, but otherwise it's been a month of temperatures in the low to mid 90s in most places. So this will be a welcome respite from all that hot and humid weather here coming on Tuesday. Looking at the tropical outlook, as we know, we're getting into that time of year where, statistically speaking, the chances of tropical activity do start to increase, peaking in September, but they are on the upswing. So we're taking a look at this marginal system that's over the Bahamas, and it's only a 30% chance right now that is going to develop into anything within 5 days, but we are keeping our eye on it, as the Hurricane Center is. So make sure to visit hurricanes.gov or our own tropical page at the listing there for further information on that, and keep tabs on tropical conditions. Looking at the drought, it's interesting. We look at all the area that received so much rain in Hurricane Florence late last year, and the same area is now under a drought. So we have different kinds of drought, but this area has been abnormally dry over the last little bit, and so those conditions continue. So we'll keep tabs on that as we get into this season of drying, and hopefully that we can get some good rain on there over the next couple days that will at least help that some little bit.
So looking ahead to next week, we have the Climate Prediction Center's temperature and precipitation outlooks on the screen here, and we can see that North Carolina actually is on the edge of with conditions favoring either near normal to slightly above normal across the state of North Carolina, as opposed to in the past weeks we've had much greater chances for above normal temperatures. Whereas now we have more in the way of either near to slightly above normal temperatures are favored. In addition, we are on the right side, we'll see that the precipitation outlook shows slightly better chances for below normal precipitation. So in any case, these are relatively small probabilities for either above or below in terms of temperatures and precipitation. So we can expect generally dry conditions, although as we can see with this cold front coming on Tuesday, there will be occasional cold fronts which can bring some precipitation. But overall, we're expecting temperatures to be near to slightly above normal on week 2, with precipitation slightly below normal across North Carolina.
Okay, and so now we're just going to give a brief summary for the week. As you heard, one last day of dangerous hot and humidity today, and we're looking at a high chance of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday night. And again, be on the lookout for some of them could be strong, severe if you have any activities going on, especially in the latter part of the day, especially south and east of Raleigh and the Triangle area. You could see some strong storms, some wind, dangerous wind, and some hail is possible. And also, we are not ruling out the possibility of a weak tornado or two. So we will be keeping our eye on that, and we'll be busy here monitoring conditions 24/7 tomorrow and tomorrow night. And as we get into late Wednesday, we start seeing that dry weather that we promised, and that will be coming, lasting through next weekend. And temperatures near slightly below normal during that period. And hopefully that will be a nice period for us to kind of recover from the heat. So, as always, if you have any weather needs, anything we can help you with, decision support, we are here 365, 24/7 to help you out. Just give us a call if you have any weather needs at all. And thank you for your time. And we will entertain any questions right now.